Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be looking at this right here. This is another new KZ. This one also is a dual dynamic driver as well. This is the KZ Pisces. It says Pisces features a brand new dual dynamic driver acoustic architecture with precise frequency division, and it just goes on talking about it or whatever. Sound is as deep as the sea's low frequencies to the galaxy's high frequencies. Pretty much advertising. So with this one, now I have the switch version. There's a tunable version. There's a standard version, a switch version, 3.5 millimeter version, Type C version, no mic version, and mic version. So it comes in a bunch of different versions. Okay, so like we said, 3.5 millimeter. 0.75 millimeter 2-pin connectors, 7 to 40 kilohertz, 18 ohms. Now with the switches, it's 18 to 22 ohms. Sensitivity normally is 102 decibels. And that's basically the information here. I was trying to see if it said what size. Is it like a 10 and a 6 or something like that millimeter? But there's nothing. And on the website, I'm on the Alley website, and it just says there's a welcome deal. It can range in price anywhere from like 20 something to $14.80 with it. Now, they look really, really good. I'm going to put this over here for now. Standard cable. That standard KZ cable that we're so used to and everything. But I'm going to show you what these guys look like. They look very good. Tell me that doesn't bring back some nostalgia. Some really nice looking shells there. Reminds me of the ZS10s of the past. You can see the dual dynamic drivers right there. The stem is okay. Your nozzle is a decent length. They're very comfortable. Decent isolation. Got a little filter there. I'm just going to put the tip. It comes with, of course, with 3 different size star tips and that cable. So let's get on with the important thing. The sound. What do they sound like? You know, if you're treble sensitive, just stay away from this. Don't bother. If you're not treble sensitive, if you like that nice kind of sparkle and shimmer on the top, definitely. Because there is a lift there. There is brightness with this. Bass is very good. It has a nice depth to it. It has a nice kind of speed going on there. It's more toward a balanced tuning. Now this is with the stock thing, of course, the stock tuning on the switches. I didn't play with the switches at all. I just kept it stock, kept the stock tips, kept the stock cable. You see the stuff around you that I usually test with, and that I've noticed a trend in people using Bluetooth for testing. This is Bluetooth, but I didn't use it. It's just actually there. I did use the SMSL. Very good. I love that thing there. Plus the stuff under there. There's the V6, V3, V1, the Uno, one of my favorites. Sound-wise, you're getting a nice, deep, balanced bass. Not a bass head by any means. You can adjust it. You can lift it a little bit. You can add some more to it. There's a lot of different things that you can do to it. Just gotta move this character. I was playing Dark Souls. Yeah, so it does have the tuning ability. You can change the lowers, change the uppers a little bit. I wouldn't touch the uppers, honestly. They depending on the equipment. If you use a bright piece of equipment with this, I don't think you're gonna like it. You gotta remember, you gotta give it time to settle in. I know a lot of people don't believe in burning, but I do it anyway. Just, at least 50 hours, maybe 100, depending on what type of driver it is. I personally don't know if it makes a difference. Don't think it makes a difference. But that's up to you. I do that because that's what we used to do back in the day when we first started doing this. So that's why I do it. Sound-wise, though, some really nice mid-range. The vocals are very forward. Very right up to you and everything. Not so much shouty, but I can see on a bright system it has the ability to be shouty, a little bit too bright, a little bit too much extension in the treble. Depending on your equipment, I would recommend something like the hip DAC or a dongle. I mean, we test with dongles You know, just, I don't usually show the equipment, and I really should. Like, we got a whole drawer full of dongles right there. That is so heavy, that drawer. So we test with a bunch of the different stuff. My main thing now that I like to be testing with is the SL, because it's so neutral. I just absolutely love that. You know, honestly, I was like, oh, another KZ. You know, they're just throwing a whole bunch of them out lately, especially dual drivers, you know, dual dynamics. I'd like to see a hybrid from them come out, you know, anytime soon. But it's not that bad. It's crisp. It's got some nice crisp details. It's got a balanced lower end, or at least this version. I don't know what's going on with the other version. But this version, nice balanced low end, some nice texture there. You get in the vocals, they're nice, they're clear. You know, the mid-range itself, there's some decent separation going on. Decent staging with this too, and placement. The imaging seems to be decent overall. I mean, this is just a really nice offering from them lately. I know that in the past they did a lot of gaming things, the last couple of ones, but I like this one. I really do like this one for certain types of music. It works good for metal, that's for sure. Overall, I can't hate these. Honestly, I really can't. I do like these. Whether they would replace something on my favorites list, I don't think so. There's so many good ones out there, but I don't hate these. Really, I don't. Decent overall detail, decent presentation overall from the bass to the treble. Treble, like I said, a little bit over, you know, bright when using a bright source. A warmer source would probably do it. Sorry, I got like, I'm trying to do a bunch of different things and everything's shutting off while I'm not touching it, which I really hate when it does that. But anyway, yeah, I like this. Honestly, I can't not like this. I really do. I'm going to listen to this a lot more and fool around with the switches and everything, but I'm not a big fan of switches. But it's nice to be there if you want to tune it just a little bit different in different directions. Me personally, I'd rather just slap on some tips or a different cable, which I'm going to do with this one. Thank you again for watching. Be safe. And this has been the KZ Pisces. This is their latest dual dynamic driver from them. I love the shell, though. Gotta admit, I would give it a 10 just for the shell. I just love that look. It reminds me so much of the original ones that they had. I like when they bring back these classic designs. Thank you for watching. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next video.